Let me when you know the going. Well, I'm on the morning from A to Z. You know, we love you equally, wherever you might be. In a Georgia University, love is always the energy. Oh, Lord, Lord, oh, Lord, Lord, yeah, 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 yeah. All right, boy, 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 boy. I'm on the morning from A to Z, wherever you might be, the Georgia University. Love is always the energy, and I will love you all equally. Well, this is drive life into the modern day plantation. Well, this is the love drive into the modern day plantation. Love is always the vibration. You know, we're one human nation. Oh, Lord, Lord. Oh, Lord, Lord. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes. So we're just heading back from a funeral over the weekend. And you know, as it is, as with funerals, you know, if we dig deeper into it, it's the precious nature of life why funerals matter, you know? Yeah, precious nature of life why funerals matter. Yes, if we ever dig deep. And this particular funeral was very, very inspirational. Um, you know, it's a passing in the physical of one of my cousins, as they would say, you know what I mean? But you know, spirituality supersedes that. You know, so spirituality goes above the physical, right? It's not just a physical thing or a biological thing, it's a spiritual thing. So it's an overall connection. And that overall connection and connectedness and that spirituality and the connectivity and collectivity was in full display because because of the levity of that individual and the realization of her friends and family. It was evident that there was an impression made, and there is an impression that's made. And so, in that context, and also with the idea that life being the single most precious gift, knowing that within the physical aspect of life, that chapter would have now been over for that individual. We're talking about Paula Beckford because, you know, Annie, and those of you, a lot of you listening to me and my channel, you know, my love chant and rant would know her and can relate to the situation. And it was powerful because it was also the realization that she would have lost that physical portion of her life um, a bit early, as she was in her early 50s. You know what I mean? I think she's a year behind me. You know, I'm 56, so she's about 55, right? Mid 50s, right? Yeah. And and you know, and I agree. Yeah, that's just the halfway mark. You know what I mean? It's what I'm saying. And so we have to live in a way where we're trying to preserve life for as long as we can and enhance it, you know, in the best way we can, because life is the single most precious gift. And that was evident, very evident. And I said that this morning I was going to do this chant called, you know, listen what I said, my good Lord, giving thanks. And we do have to give thanks because here it is that I am giving thanks for life, you know, giving thanks for life, giving thanks for life, and giving thanks for everything that is significantly related to the life that we exist. Yes. So we're not talking about too many of the ornaments and the adornments. You know what I mean? We're talking about life in itself because life in itself that we exist. And we're talking about the spirituality of life, the positivity of the mind, and the healthy living, that lifestyle. Hence, I am Rasta is my religion because it emphasizes a strong discipline, how to live your life. You know what I mean? Watch what you eat, watch what you drink, watch what you say. You know what I mean? And make sure that your liberty is down to earth and connecting with every other single human being as best as we possibly can, because we are one and the collective, you know? So that realization that life is the single most important gift, and love, which is the most powerful of energies, that realization was in full display, bringing out amount of people, multiple, you know what I mean? Massive amount of people, and massive amount of people that I haven't seen in a long while, you know, and getting me all excited, even within the context of the passing of the physical. Yes. So this morning, the chant is going to be changed, being when I'm talking to myself, you know. It's the chant that I'm going to say, we all must love life. We all must love life. However, that's the chant I want to chant this morning. We all must love life. And tomorrow I'll do the other chant, which is give thanks. You know what I mean? Give thanks for everything. We all must love life. And so when we love life in this way, we also give thanks for life. You know, life is the single most important gift. And loving life, love being the single most powerful energy ever. It encapsulates all. You know what I mean? With goodies like associated energies like understanding, you know what I mean, honesty, integrity, and dignity, you know what I mean, empathy, you know, which is probably the same thing as understanding to some extent, you know what I mean. But when we understand others, then we um, improve our attitude towards them. And so, you know what I mean, also ourselves, because understanding ourselves is critical, you know, to understand others as well. Yeah. Yes. So, you know, as I say again, you know what I mean? There's so many chants coming in, 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 coming in. So I'm gonna do the chant. I'm doing 2 chants this morning. I ranted enough here this morning. Yes. And I'm gonna do 2 chants. I'm gonna do the chant, you know, because to all fallen soldiers, yes, all of humanity, you know what I mean? And we're in the year 2025. And since the beginning of life, however long that has been, you know what I mean? And then once life starts, then life, we have individuals' life being ended as that, you know, commences, you know, ironically. Oh my goodness. So even in life, you know, there is death and then life, and the cycle, you know, continue, and the cycle continues, right? Blessings and love. It's so powerful. It's such a, you know, and so when we say we almost love life, we're talking about this completeness of the energy of lovers we're talking about. So love it, and it's a discipline. You know what I mean? It's a level of discipline that we're talking about. Discipline to live it in such a way, not to be distracted into ways that are gonna make us live not our best selves. You know what I mean? Eating foods that will depreciate the quality of life. Living a lifestyle that will depreciate the quality of life. Smoking, drinking alcohol, and all these things. Fussing and warring, you know, with others. You know what I mean? On a micro and a macro level. And it goes on and on and on. Yes. So let us love life. So 2 chants real quick. Rest in peace. Yes, all my fallen soldiers, particularly Annie. As it was a funeral this morning, this weekend. Yes, Yes. This is not. Yeah, man, it's the one connection. You know what I mean? What we call it? Yes. Perfect imperfection. So it caps out here in numbers this morning. Look at this. Natty Bongo. Yes. So 2 chants we're trying to run through this morning, which is rest in peace and we almost love life. All right. Blessings and love. Oh la la la, oh la oh la 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 la. Chanting, chanting now. I go. Oh, la, 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 la. Right, so that was a bike accident right there. Hopefully, the gentleman didn't lose his life, knowing that, assuming that it was a male figure, and it's tend to be the case that would ride a motorcycle. Yeah, man, blessings. So, oh, Lord, how it go now? This one dedicated to all my fallen soldiers, them know. Not south, west, and east. You, my brothers and sisters, soldier, please. May your soul rest in peace. Annie Beckford, and to all those who have lost their life. May heart heavy and down, since your life has gone, since you're not around. My heart heavy and down for every life that's gone. Someone's left to mourn. Since you're not around, my heart heavy and down. All right then, me say. Hey, Jah know me heart heavy, you're gone, never ready, so I have to hold a medi. I Jah to keep me steady, Jah know me heart vex, confused and perplexed, you're gone. So what next? Seems like life everless, still it Jah love I invest. Jah know best, to Jah love I attest, I know you're gone to rest. To all my fallen soldiers, them yo, not so west and east. I you, my brothers and sisters, don't you please? May your soul rest in peace. All right now, my heart heavy and down. Since your life has gone, since you're not around, my heart heavy and down for every life that's gone. Someone's left to mourn. Since you're not around, my heart heavy and down. All right now. Deep, deep in reflection, at this intersection where life and death meet. Death always bitter, life sometimes sweet. Life abounds this minute, death comes in a second. Before you know you're in it, even before you reckon. Death don't have no limit, everyone will get one. Clearest exhibit, one human connection. Make sure you live it and I learn your life lesson. We know how it feels. When you lose an and I love one for real. Jah bless their soul, Jah rest their soul, Jah rest their soul in peace, please. Why we live on only with memories? May I heavy and down, since your life has gone, since you're not around. My heart heavy and down for every life that's gone. Someone's left to mourn. Since you're not around, my heart heavy and down. All right now, blessings, you know? Yes. And so, in the losing of one's life, not only in those moments, however, in those moments as well, we should also reflect how precious life is. Because that was one of the key messages. You know, people know how precious life is. And so when you would have lost yours, that precious gift, then people will rally around. And sometimes that reactionary behavior is good, it's critical. However, also at the same time, we want to be proactive. So this chant right now is telling people to be proactive, before that time comes. Just, show the discipline and the love that is required to live it and live life in the fullest of ways at our best selves, right? Oh, Lord, yeah, yeah, yeah. Chant number 2 in the morning here. This is Drive Live. Love Drive Live. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Well, it's the love drive live into the modern day plantation. Love is always a vibration. And we are one human nation, no matter the situation. Oh, Lord, yeah. All must live life in every way, shape, and form. Today we're here and tomorrow we're gone. And it's the same for each and every one born. Know that we are all one human. My mother, my father, my sisters, brothers, daughters, and son. Let's all live in loving and all live as one. All right. Live your life so your life go. You don't take yourself, you don't rank yourself, and that you must know. Always don't move fast. Your life will not last, cause when you think it's peace and safety, well, it on the grass. Yes, my queers. Please watch it at race, cause when you're always on the run, you end up losing your place. One bird in my hand, better than two in the bush. Me satisfied with me little, though me keep on a push. What seems so hard might be the easiest thing. Please have some faith in the Lord and keep persevering. Angelic in the day, satanic at night. Well, what is it now in the dark? Must come to light. All that bitter is not gone. Please watch how you roll, cause over nothing you end up losing your life and your soul. Your life and your soul. Your life and your soul. We all must live life in every way, shape, and form. Today we here and tomorrow we gone. And it's the same for each and every one, but know that we are all one human. My mother, my father, my sisters, brothers, daughters, and son. Let's all live in loving, all live as one. Hola, oh, hola, oh, yeah. Yeah. So, man, life and death in the here and now. More life we want, we shall not live anyhow. Oh, whoa. So then, stop eat the animal, the eggs and the cow. Yes. Get back to Mother Nature, greens and purple. Yo, and then throw away your drugs and your guns right now. A life of drugs and guns have us living in death row. We want more life than that. So please take check down with the get rich quick. That make us sick of who you think you are chicken and say our life has slipped. We try not the hip, one human spirit. Alright then we'll live righteously, live with discipline, love every life that Jah put breath in. Live that way, more life we getting. Every day, make sure you every day seek out Jah blessing. Make sure you pray with Jah keep stepping. And when you stray, with Jah please check in. Negativity, please don't let that in. Live positively, more life we getting. More life than that. So please take check down with the get rich quick. That make us sick of who you think you are chicken and see our life asleep. We join at the hip, one human spirit. How long won't? How long we? Yeah. Life and death, life and death. All must love life in every way, shape, and form. Today we here and tomorrow we gone. And it's the same for each and every one, but know that we are all one human. My mother, my father, my sisters, brothers, daughters, and son. Let's all live in loving, all live as one. Hola, yeah. Rasta. Love, we say, is the energy. We're moving after the plantation now. At this time, we end this another iteration of the love chant and rant into the modern day plantation. Love is always the vibration. We're one human nation until hasta mañana, which is tomorrow. You know, cuídate, take care, bendiciones, blessings, Dios te bendiga, Javi with you all. You know, and we say, vida larga, larga vida, long life, long healthy life. See, blessings and love, energy we say. All right, until then, love.